Hi, everyone. I had a really fun time drawing these four inspirational words, peace, love, unity, and having fun. So whenever I start a drawing project, I make sure my drawing area is neat and I only have the tools that I need on the table. This helps me focus in. So I have a nice little drawing table. I got some pieces of paper. I got my pencil and markers out. And especially because we're using four premises from the Zulu Nation, I put on some hip hop music to kind of get me in the mood. I listen to some classic hip hop, and that helped me draw. What I did is I actually started with love. And being that the style of this was graffiti, hip hop inspired, I started with love and I wanted to have on this first drawing, I wanted it to have some depth. So what I did is I created the letters first using pencil and I just sketched them out. Then after that, I drew the 3D onto the letters, which is the depth of the letter. So it looks like it's popping off the page. Then I took a black marker and I outlined the letters first. Then I outlined the 3D. Then I added some direction lines into the 3D to thicken it up, to give it a better foundation or make it look tighter. And then that was pretty much my process. I did that with all four of the words, and each one I wanted it to exemplify what the word was saying. So peace, although peace is something that you think is quiet and Zen like, I feel like especially during this time we need peace. So I wanted it to look like it was shouting peace, so that's why I had those flash marks coming out from the top of the word. Um, the other words I drew were unity. And unity, I wanted it to look like it was flowing so that it could like include everyone. So I drew a baseline first, which was a curve, and then I drew a baseline on top of that. And then within that, I sketched out the letters and used pencil and the same process as the other ones. And having fun, which was the last one I drew, I wanted it to look like a party. I want it to look like it's fun. So I drew those in the same process. I used pencil first, then I outlined it in marker. But one fun little thing I added to this were like streamers at the bottom, almost like having a New Year's party or something like that. So yeah, I hope you have fun coloring them in, and peace.